Huge amount of subscribers. I've just turned the rear washer on then. That might have made a noise if you heard that. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're just going to be looking at the TPMS sensors on the Ford Focus. I've got the Mark III 2017 model, and yeah, we've basically changed some tyre sensors on the fronts, just because we were changing the tyres from some lovely sunnies, which have just been not useful in the winter at all. Coming up to the summer now, thought I'd change these over for some Nankangs. I've got the AS2 Plus. Pretty good reviews on those, and yeah, change the sensors, and now we'll be looking to kind of resynchronize them, just because now you get a nice little warning on the dashboard basically saying that tyre sensors are not detected. There's a little tool you have to buy to do it. I know there's a few videos out there that basically say to do it by just reducing the tyre pressure. However, that didn't work on mine at all. It was almost to the point where the tyre was just getting low, like really low. So yeah, stopped deflating the tyre and got a little tool. I can put some links in the description for that tool. I can show you as well doing it via ForceScan, and also by linking it on the dashboard as well, because there is a way of doing that with the dashboard without any computers at all.
So one of the things I'm going to do now is basically use this VPIG OBD connector. Basically use this. I've got a link for this as well. It's going to basically plug straight into the OBD port. It's just underneath there, and then we'll see what it comes up with on the computer, just to try to check the all the values on there for the sensors. Right, so couple of things just to look out for, you can see on the screen here. So this is essentially the TPMS values, which you can get in ForceScan. Just to kind of show you, if I'll just stop that for a second, just to show you, I normally just go to the all module, and then essentially just kind of choosing, it's actually on the BCMI, and yeah, I don't know why actually on my car I've got, I can just kind of show you a bit better there. The camera's not picking it up great, but it's because it's nice and sunny today. So you can see 5 different pressure values there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not entirely sure why. However, 2 of them have come to, maybe someone in the comments will know. 2 of them actually come up, if you look at these values, wait for it to kind of sync. If we look at these values, we've got 2 right fronts. So 2 right fronts are in number 5 and number 4. Not entirely sure why. But then we've got, yeah, left front, left rear outer, and then we've got the right rear outer. So just so we know which ones are which. And then from here, we've then got the pressure values, which are coming up here. Now, this is obviously going to happen, and you're going to see this information actually once you have done the step, which is to use the special clicker to basically link up all of your sensors into which part of the car they are. That way it links the location to the device, sort of like, if you imagine it to be like Bluetooth pairing. It's the same kind of process of Bluetooth pairing, where you need to tell it which, it will say on the dashboard, it will say the front left. You go to the front left, you ping it with the little clicker, and then basically that then tells the car it knows that's the front left. Then it will be the front right, and so on. And it's basically using a similar technology to kind of know where it is, and then obviously pick up and tell you the values. So to link it all together using the ForceScan software, you basically find in the settings menu, there'll be a tyre pressure learning mode. You'll need to basically start that, and that will basically put the car into learning mode for the tyre pressures. So if I just do, actually I just need to stop streaming the data at the moment, because I know that's still going on. Stop that one, go over to this one, and we're basically going to click run on there. Right, so it's now basically saying it's going to put that into learning mode. What you're going to hear is you're going to hear the car beep, and every time I go to each tyre, it will beep to let me know it actually did it. It starts from the front left, okay? So here we go. That started, and it'll now say basically train the front left tyre. So I'll essentially go to the front left. You put this little clicker here. That knows that's now done. We'll then go to the other side. Put that just in there. That's done. And we'll now do the rear right. And then finally, the other rear tyre just here. Now, just to show you what that will show up on the dashboard, is it will now say training is complete. The other part, just to kind of know, is that this is what you see on the actual computer part. We press the stop button. That's basically now done, and it just says the service procedure has been completed. So guys, just a bit of bonus information here as well. So the one you want to look for, okay, is actually for the tyre pressure sensors, is you actually want to look for the ones I've got at the bottom here, which actually just come up as that one, TPM pressures. These come up with the essentially correctly measured KPAs. These ones are some biometric values, which always show slightly less. So yeah, there's another metric value which is measured slightly differently. Basically go from those ones, and then you can, once you're happy with that, obviously you can store your values. If you don't have access to a PC, obviously you can't store them or know the values like this, but yeah, if you have any questions at all, then yeah, feel free to let us know. Okay, so how to do this without a laptop. Basically just going to show you how to do it. It's a combination of some brake pedals and then some power ons. We need to power the screens on, the display, basically the dashboard, 3 times, and there's some brake we need to do as well. So we're still going to need to use this little tool here, but we'll use that once we get the screen up to tell us it needs to be used. So yeah, basically it's going to be, make sure everything's off, by the way, so nothing on displays and stuff. So basically start with your foot on the brake. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to start with the ignition on, then ignition off, then ignition on, then ignition off, then ignition on. We're then going to push the brake pedal again, 1, 2, 3, and then power off, and then we need to cycle again. So 1, and then 2, and then 3. Okay, so you heard the beep again there, and you'll now get the train front left tyre message, and you'll get the little flashing TPMS pressure light as well. So that now needs to be done again, and you just need to go around and bleep it all and do a little pippy bit with the little machine. So I'll just go do that for you, just so you don't not missing any steps. So let's do that. Then we're going to go to the other one. And we'll do this one. And I do need to change the rear ones because they do take a little bit longer to actually get readings from when I've plugged in the computer as well. So that's a good way to know actually your batteries are possibly going a bit low. And then you do get the bit on the screen again where it comes up that it is now fully complete in terms of training. Then really there's nothing else really left to do other than just make sure that your tyre pressures are all reading the same. What I did find when fitting the new sensors is that I had to deflate to inflate. So you may find that will just kind of allow calibration of your tyre pressure. You may get some weird readings, and you probably would have seen on the computer that I haven't fully deflated the tyre. So actually I get a weird reading of, well, not a weird reading, it's just an uncalibrated reading of about 130 kPa.
and some of them come up to 170 because I deflated one of them slightly more just to actually kind of compare and test that theory. And yeah, the calibration seems to be that actually once it's all kind of linked up, you need to deflate to inflate, and that way it will kind of help with the calibration of the pressure. Obviously over time and as you drive, that will probably fluctuate and change anyway as well and help calibrate it. Yeah, if you have any questions or issues using these methods, feel free to put a comment in the comments box below. Don't forget to subscribe. We have a huge amount of subscribers. I've just turned the rear washer on then. That might have made a noise if you heard that. Yeah, we have a huge amount of subscribers which come to us regularly for looking at videos, hints and tips, and we do also have some non-subscribers which come to us and obviously just want to get useful information. As a thank you, in terms of in return for the useful information, if you could just hit the subscribe, then that is absolutely grateful from us, all of us, me, Ollie, and Lee. Cheers guys, enjoy.